Hey, it's around here. I wanted to give you a bit of a tour of GoHighLevel, which is a platform that is designed specifically for agencies, people who are experienced digital marketers who are serving small to medium businesses. Now, GoHighLevel has been used also as a SaaS reseller platform. What that means is there are different entrepreneurs, businesses out there that have signed up with GoHighLevel as an agency. Now, what that means is I want you to understand the concept of white label. So white label, just pretend for a second that you've got a factory in China and they manufacture t-shirts. That's just what they manufacture, okay? Or mugs or whatever. And they all get manufactured in the same place. Then company XYZ comes in and gets the t-shirts and puts their logo on the t-shirt. Now that t-shirt is a Nike t-shirt, as an example, okay? Now let's just say that another company called Adidas is going to go and slap their logo on that t-shirt from the same factory. Now that is an Adidas t-shirt, but they're all really the same material, the same factory, the same everything. It's just the branding, the marketing of it that is different. Otherwise, the tool is the same. The team is the same, the support is the same. So this is one thing that you understand. That's what's called white label. Now, GoHighLevel is that factory in China. Now, please bear with me. This is just an analogy, right? It's not a comparison, but it's like a factory in China. I'm just saying that's how that works. So GoHighLevel lets other companies sign up, put their sticker on it, their logo on it, their branding on it, and resell it as if it's their own. So that is what different companies like ClickFunnels and Funnel Gorgeous, those are example of tools. So you'll see there is different companies. For example, Easy Peasy Funnels, they just use white label, GoHighLevel. Funnel Gorgeous as well, they use the same GoHighLevel. ClickFunnels uses GoHighLevel. There is a bunch of other ones that are out there. If you're not sure, just leave a comment below this video and I will let you know if it is a white label or not, because I can see it on the back end, or we can figure it out, right? So if you're not sure if this is really a new platform or just somebody else's white label, just let me know. Now, that doesn't mean that these companies don't come and bring in their own value add. They do. That's what makes them different. So Funnel Gorgeous has their own very solid community, as an example. They've got their own templates. That's all good, right? So different companies have different extras that come with it. But I know there's other successful entrepreneurs like Sarah Cordinaire, I think is her name, and I'm pretty sure she also white labeled GoHighLevel. There's also Peng Jun, who's not a successful entrepreneur, who's also white labeled. And then there is also another company, the videographer people. Course Creator Pro is their name, and they call their software CC360, I think. If you go to coursecreator360.com, again, they just used GoHighLevel to white label. You'll notice that they're saying it's $147 a month, right? If you look at Funnel Gorgeous, they're saying it's $119 a month, right? And they all come with their own thing, right? So they slap their own price on it, and they choose how they want it, but they're all using the same platform ultimately. So that's the first thing you need to be aware of with GoHighLevel. Now, I signed up for an account myself to test it out, and I want to show you, and it does have a lot of good stuff. Now, for example, you can set up a workflow where when somebody gets tagged, there is a webinar, there's a confirmation email, wait for 24 hours, send a 24-hour reminder, wait for 1 hour, send them 1 hour email, wait for 10 minutes, give it 10 minutes before the webinar reminder, and so on. That's an example of a workflow. And you can set up these types of workflows and continue to create more and more things. So for example, you can do Instagram DM, you can update a contact, you can add a note, you can send an eternal notification, things along these lines. So there's a lot of different options that you can do. And this is where, if you're just getting started, this is just going to be completely overwhelming, right? Like me, as somebody who's not a beginner, this is still a lot, right? So there's still stuff here which I'm like, oh my God, this is like a lot to really go through. So if you're going through and you're a little bit more advanced, you're gonna love playing around with this software because it really does give you a lot of different options. But if you're just at the beginner getting started, there is just options that are gonna be way cheaper, way simpler, and easy to use. Now, this is just a marketing automation that I showed you. So with GoHighLevel, you can have SMS marketing, email marketing, Instagram marketing, and stuff like that. So that's all very good. You can also schedule social media posts, which is very good. You can set up websites, and you can see the different options here. Now, I noticed that they also have an option for WordPress. So I think there's an option to have a WordPress site in conjunction with GoHighLevel, or you can have your own website on GoHighLevel. Now, if you look at different funnels, for example, we're going to click here on templates, and then you will see that there's a bunch of templates that you can actually use. So if you were to browse, you can see there's a lot of different options, whether it's holidays, health and wellness, marketing agency. Let's just pick one of them. Click on select, explainer about this template, and this is what it's going to look like, okay, which is great. This is a great start, okay. Again, you could just pick one of the templates if you go to the template library and start from somewhere. Let's go to health and wellness, personal trainer. Let's click on continue. And now it's going to populate in this area. So now you'll notice that there is 3 steps to this funnel, and you can add additional steps as well. Now, if you were to click on add step, you will click thanks, and you can see here you can actually import pages directly from ClickFunnels, which is really interesting. So if you're migrating from ClickFunnels, it's going to save you a lot of time. Okay, use existing, choose funnel, or create blank. So this is the editor. And you're going to see, first thing, let's just click on full width, click on the settings, click on advanced. Okay, let's add a section, add a row, 1 column, add element. Okay, so this is same strategy, but same type of styling, right? Add element, 2-step order form, order confirmation, progress bar. Yeah, cool. And then you can customize everything here on the left. Customize the themes, that's really good. 50%, so make it 80%, right, like so. Okay, so you can customize all the colors, which is pretty cool. If you were to click on add row, you can do 2 columns, add an element in between, and you could do other things. You got countdown timer, calendar, which I can create the calendar inside GoHighLevel, so that's good. If I want to switch the sequence, I can click here and it will move back and forth, which is great. Drag and drop an image, click on the image. Okay, and then here, this is where you would click the image. Let's upload a file. I'll just upload a random one. Okay, so I'm uploading a file. You can see it right here, uploading. Here it is. I'm gonna pick it, upload file. Oh, no. Click on that. Click on back. Let's try this again. Okay, double click on it, and then this will show up, or it should show up. There you go. Okay, so pretty straightforward. You can also customize it, I'm assuming. So you can make it clickable. You can add padding as well. Do different themes for the image. Okay, so the image can be a little bit different. So it's got this type of thing. So that's cool as well. Image border, image radius. Okay, so you make it circle. Or rounded borders. Cool, okay. So you've got a whole bunch of options where you can customize the images, right? So the builder is pretty standard. It's got pretty much everything you need. If you were to click on columns or rows, you can also, I guess, drag and drop. Okay, you can see them all here. If you want to look at elements, you can manage the elements this way as well. If you want to manage the sections, you can do so by moving them up, down, and so that's also really good. If you want to add a section, again, you would click on one of these. Okay, and it's got different pop-ups as well that you can set up, so that's good. Yeah, so pretty standard, pretty much everything you want in a builder, pretty much all here. Here you can click here and it will take you to the different pages. So let's go to the home page, which is what was the template that we were using. Okay, it's telling me to save. I'm not gonna worry about saving this. And here is an example of the page, that's good. First column. If you were to click here, you can then customize everything on the side. Customize. Yeah, that's good. This FAQ settings, that's good. Contained, separated, simple. Adding more, you can add more FAQs as well. Show image or not show image. Yep, so you can remove the image. Okay, perfect. So you can see here, it's pretty standard, pretty much like many other builders. Very customizable, and you can definitely do pretty much everything you want with this. Now notice that if you want to sell something, you gotta click on products, right? You can click here to create products. And what's really interesting is that I cannot do order bumps with PayPal. which is the same issue that I've seen with CarTruck. So you can set up a pricing plan, which is fine, recurring, additional options, trial period, membership offer. I wonder if it lets me do if I want to create a new product, I want to be a digital, one-time payment or recurring. I can't do payment plans. Jeez, looks like I can't do payment plans. Okay, so I can only do subscriptions and I can only do one-time payment, and I can do a trial period, which is good, or a setup fee. That's also very good. I like that. And I'll show you, which is really interesting, I can't actually do order bumps with PayPal. So notice where it says here, multiple recurring products and bump products with subscriptions are not supported with PayPal, which means if you want to get people to pay through PayPal, you can't do subscriptions and you can't do order bumps, which is just like very, very, it's gonna hurt your conversions. I'm running paid ads on Facebook at the moment, and I am seeing, I don't want to say the exact percentage because I don't know, but I know that Neil Patel in a recent conference that I attended, Affiliate World, said that adding a PayPal checkout increases conversions by 16%. I think it is more based on my experience, but again, even if it's minimum 16%, that is still a good sizable amount of money, right? So, if you're making say $10,000 a month, it's an extra $1,600 a month that you're missing out because you don't have this particular feature. So that's something that I definitely didn't like when I saw this as well. But overall, again, you can do pretty much everything in this tool. So forms, memberships, let's look at memberships. Okay, so under sites, you can set up funnels and memberships and forms and surveys all in the one place. So memberships is really just like an online course, pretty much the same thing. So you click on create product, marathon course, build your own membership, sprint course. Let's create a product. It will generate a template, very similar to how Kajabi works. And you got the lesson. Actually, this is exactly what Kajabi looks like. Okay, they've literally duplicated exactly what Kajabi looks like. That is hilarious. They literally copied what Kajabi does, like identical, which is fine. I mean, it's just competitive marketplace. Okay, so you would select a video, upload a new file, choose a video, and upload a video. Okay, I get it. Thumbnail you'll put here, files you'll put here. This is literally identical to Kajabi. If you want a Kajabi alternative, this is identical. Even this is all identical. This is the exact same user experience. Okay, and you can customize what the course area looks like. It's good. New York, Classic. Okay, let's do apply. Okay, so you can customize if you want it to be like how you want it to look like. This is the Kajabi Premier theme, very similar. They even call it themes. This is hilarious. Yeah, they literally do the exact same thing like Kajabi. Okay, I get it. Yeah, this is identical to Kajabi. Okay, I think I get the picture. Conversations, this is where you would have the conversations with people on Messenger and Instagram, I believe. Calendar, so this replaces Calendly. Let's add a new. And then under marketing is where you would do the emails, email campaigns, and also social media planner, scheduling to social media. Okay, I get the picture. There's a lot more that you can have a look. What I would say is to kind of recap, be watchful of different software companies that are new, and really it's GoHighLevel, right? Now GoHighLevel is actually $97 a month, so it's actually cheaper if you were to go, in some cases, directly with GoHighLevel. If you were to go with it. If you're just getting started, it can be a little bit overwhelming because as you can see, there's a lot of moving parts. Even I get kind of lost in it. I could figure it out, but still, it's a lot of moving parts. But if you're running an agency or you're doing advanced automations or you're managing websites for clients, definitely the agency plan could be something that's really worth exploring. And yeah, that's what I think. I think you could definitely absolutely build your business. Just realize that it's going to have way more moving parts. So if you're just getting started, I think it's an overkill personally. So, don't let somebody sell you on having to go with GoHighLevel because it has everything and all that. Like, you can go with something way simpler that is way cheaper and has everything you need as well. And it's going to be less overwhelming. So anyway, that's just my personal thoughts on it. I've got my own personal preference on what I like to use, but GoHighLevel, if I was an agency or I wanted to white label doing that type of business, I would definitely go with something like GoHighLevel. That's just not the business model I wanted to do. I have actually done white label in the past myself, I was using a different software called Symvolley, and that software is also good, not as good as GoHighLevel, although the builder of Symvolley is probably better, easier to navigate, easier to use, but everything else with GoHighLevel is definitely a better software in terms of the email marketing, the automation, the fact they've got Instagram automation and many chat messenger automation. I love all that stuff. So I think it's really smart. They've got SMS marketing, so they've done a great job. Again, the pricing comparison, if you were to go with GoHighLevel, it's $97 a month or $297 depending if you want to be an agency. And yeah, if you're just getting started, I definitely don't think it's a good place to go, just because it's going to be overwhelming to you, right? I think System.io is a much better choice. And I've got a lot of tutorials on System.io, so you can check out my landing page challenge. I've got a whole checklist on how to set things up in System.io. I just think it's going to be a better choice for you. It's also $197 a year, not a month, a year. So you end up with a much cheaper option, which will have everything you need as well when you're getting started. So if you're a little bit more advanced, go for your life. GoHighLevel is amazing in many regards, but it's always going to be a massive learning curve. Even me just going through this right now, I've been going through it for the last couple of days, and it's overwhelming in some ways. There's a lot of different moving parts there. So they've done a really good job on the automations and things like that, and I think they've added different features. For example, when I looked into it about a year ago, I didn't see social calendar. Maybe I missed it, but I don't recall seeing it. The Instagram automation and chat automation for Messenger, also that did not exist, I don't think, a year ago when I looked into it. So they're definitely improving. They're a solid team. And yeah, there's going to be a link below. You can go to around.link/GoHighLevel if you want to check it out, or around.link/GHL. But yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you're just getting started, go with System.io. It's going to be way simpler for you, and I've got other tutorials, you could check it out. That's about it. Thanks all for watching this little review video on GoHighLevel.